For years, India was barely a footnote in the global electric vehicle race, but that just changed. Quietly and without warning, Mahindra has launched a fleet of next-gen electric SUVs that are stunning the industry. These aren't concept cars or prototypes. They're production-ready, AI-powered, and globally certified. With blazing fast charging, cutting-edge design, and prices that undercut global giants, India isn't just catching up, it's pulling ahead. And now, Tesla, BYD, and Europe's biggest automakers are on high alert, because what Mahindra just unleashed, no one saw coming. This isn't evolution, it's a full-blown electric revolution. The silent revolution, India's unexpected EV breakthrough. For years, the global electric vehicle AVGOE landscape was dominated by a few key players: Tesla in the US, BYD in China, and European luxury brands making gradual transitions to electric models. India, with its infrastructural challenges and cost-sensitive market, was often overlooked in this race. However, Mahindra, a name synonymous with rugged utility vehicles in India, was quietly working behind the scenes. Without grand announcements or flashy unveilings, they developed the BE6E and XUV.E9, two electric SUVs that would soon send shockwaves through the industry. The BE6E, built on Mahindra's new Anglo platform, boasts a real-world range of over 500 kilometers and rapid charging capabilities that allows 0 to 80% charge in just 20 minutes with a 175 kilowatt fast charger. Its sleek, futuristic design and AI-powered features challenge the notion that high-tech EVs are exclusive to Western or Chinese manufacturers. Similarly, the XUV.E9, with its coupe-like silhouette and advanced technology, positions itself as a formidable competitor in the premium EV segment. What makes this development even more remarkable is the timing. While global automakers grappled with supply chain issues and regulatory shifts, Mahindra introduced fully capable, production-ready EVs designed to meet European standards from day one. Rumors of exports to the UK and South Africa began circulating within weeks of the launch. As one industry insider noted, Mahindra didn't just join the EV race, they redefined the starting line. This silent revolution signifies more than just new vehicle launches. It marks India's serious entry into the global EV market. With government support and a clear vision, Mahindra's advancements could reshape the industry's dynamics, challenging long-standing perceptions and setting new benchmarks. As Mahindra's BE6E and XUV.E9 make their mark, it's essential to delve deeper into the company's transformation from a traditional automaker to a pioneer in electric mobility. Mahindra's evolution from utility vehicles to electric innovators. Mahindra and Mahindra's journey from producing rugged utility vehicles to becoming a significant player in the EV sector is a testament to strategic vision and adaptability. Recognizing the global shift towards sustainable transportation, Mahindra invested heavily in research and development, culminating in the creation of the Anglo platform, a modular, scalable architecture designed specifically for electric vehicles. The Anglo platform supports battery packs ranging from 59 to 79 kilowatt-hours, offering flexibility in vehicle design and performance. Its integration of advanced LFP battery chemistry ensures durability and safety, addressing common concerns about battery longevity and thermal stability. Moreover, the platform's design facilitates a flat floor and low center of gravity, enhancing vehicle stability and interior space. Complementing the hardware is Mahindra's proprietary AI system, MAIA, which personalizes the driving experience by learning user preferences and optimizing vehicle settings accordingly. This focus on software integration signifies Mahindra's commitment to delivering not just electric vehicles, but intelligent mobility solutions. As Rajesh Jajurikar, Executive Director and CEO, Auto and Farm Sector, at Mahindra stated, "We believe we have a very competitive offering which will create a category." This confidence reflects Mahindra's broader ambition to lead in the EV space, both domestically and internationally. Transition. With the foundation laid by the Inglo platform and Maya AI system, Mahindra's BE6E emerges as a flagship model, embodying the company's electric aspirations. BE6E, India's first purpose-built electric SUV. The BE6E represents a significant milestone in India's automotive history as the country's first purpose-built electric SUV. Unlike many EVs that retrofit existing internal combustion engine platforms, the BE6E was designed from the ground up with electrification in mind, ensuring optimal performance and efficiency. Equipped with a 79 kWh battery pack, the BE6E offers a certified range of up to 682 km under the MIDC cycle, with real-world tests indicating a range of over 500 kilometers. Its fast-charging capability allows for a 0-80% charge in just 20 minutes, addressing one of the primary concerns of potential EV buyers: charging time. The vehicle's design is both futuristic and functional. Features like a twin-spoke steering wheel with illuminated BE logo, dual-display dashboard, and sustainable materials throughout the cabin reflect a commitment to innovation and environmental consciousness. Safety hasn't been overlooked either. The BE6E comes equipped with 7 airbags, ABS with EBD, electronic stability control, and a 360-degree camera system, ensuring comprehensive protection for occupants. While the BE6E sets a new standard for electric SUVs in India, Mahindra's ambitions extend further with the introduction of the XUV E9, aiming to capture the premium segment of the EV market. XUV E9, India's entry into premium EV territory. If the BE6E turned heads, the XUV E9 made people stop and stare. Mahindra wasn't just proving they could make electric vehicles. They were showing the world they could do premium too. The XUV E9 came in hot with a bold coupe SUV design, wide LED bars, and a silhouette that wouldn't look out of place in a German showroom. Except this wasn't a prototype. This was real. It was already on the road. Step inside and the surprises keep coming. The dashboard is essentially one sweeping display, 3 screens joined seamlessly, running on Unreal Engine graphics. Yes, the same engine used in high-end video games. Mahindra wasn't adding gimmicks for show. Everything was designed for function. The system adjusts layout depending on the driver, passenger, or use case. Navigation, entertainment, safety alerts. It's all adaptive, not static. That level of personalization just isn't something you expect from a brand known for farm vehicles 10 years ago. At the center of it all is the updated Maya AI system. If the version in the BE6E felt smart, this one felt psychic. Maya in the XUV E9 controls power output, monitors your alertness, and even interacts with traffic signals and satellite weather feeds to calculate the most efficient routes. One automotive journalist said, "It's not just reading your driving, it's reading the world around you." And all of this is working in real time, backed by India's expanding 5G corridors. Performance-wise, the XUV E9 isn't chasing sports car numbers, and that's what makes it even more impressive. It focuses on real-world comfort, dual-motor all-wheel drive, a sub-7-second 0-60 mph sprint, and an incredibly smooth ride. This vehicle is aimed at the global EV buyer who wants technology, safety, and comfort at a price that doesn't punish them. Mahindra isn't shouting, they're delivering, and quietly proving they can compete with the very best. Now that we've seen how bold Mahindra's products are, it's time to understand what's making this all possible under the hood. Literally, none of these vehicles could exist without the foundation they sit on. Let's explore the architecture that's powering Mahindra's EV future and helping them scale like never before. The Inglo platform. Inglo platform. Behind every great electric vehicle is a great platform, and Mahindra's Inglo is exactly that. This isn't some adaptation of an old car frame. Inglo was designed from day one for EVs. It supports a completely flat floor, keeps the center of gravity low, and is flexible enough to power everything from compact city cars to high-performance SUVs. It's the key that makes Mahindra's electric rise possible. The numbers speak for themselves. InGlow supports battery capacities from 60 kilometers to nearly 80 kilometers. That means these EVs can get up to 500 plus kilometers of real-world range. But more than that, it supports ultra-fast charging, 0 to 8% in just 18 to 20 minutes. That's not just convenient, that's a game changer, especially in India, where fast charging infrastructure is still developing. You don't need a Tesla supercharger, you just need 20 minutes. The platform is also built for safety and comfort. It's packed with structural reinforcement points and thermal management layers that prevent overheating or failure in hot climates. Combined with Mahindra's use of LFP battery chemistry, known for safety and stability, InGlow is one of the most heat-resilient EV platforms out there. And considering India's extreme weather, that's not just smart, that's necessary. Designers and engineers have called InGlow future-proof. It allows Mahindra to keep innovating, whether they're adding off-road capabilities or developing city-focused compacts. One executive from the EV division put it clearly, InGlow lets us dream without limits. The hardware is ready for what's next. And what's next is coming fast. More models, more markets, more power. This isn't just a platform, it's the launch pad. With a powerful, scalable platform like InGlow underneath and futuristic design on top, Mahindra still had one last thing to get right: the experience. How it feels to actually drive, use, and live with these cars. That's where Maya AI steps in. Coming up next, let's break down how Mahindra's new AI system is quietly rewriting the rules of car intelligence. Maya AI. What really makes Mahindra's new EVs feel different isn't just the battery or the design, it's the intelligence. The Maya AI system doesn't just make these cars smart, it makes them feel alive. It learns, it adapts, and it interacts with you in ways most drivers have never seen before. This isn't just about adding voice commands, it's about a relationship between car and driver. Let's start with personalization. Maya remembers who's driving, it adjusts everything: seat position, climate, and interface layout, even your playlist and navigation preferences. One day you're stuck in traffic. Maya might suggest an alternate route not just based on time, but on energy efficiency and stress level. If you're running late, it'll prioritize fast roads. If you're tired, it might keep things smoother and quieter. It feels less like a machine, more like a co-pilot. And then there's how Maya communicates. Gesture recognition lets you control functions without touching anything. A simple swipe in the air can bring up maps, answer a call, or change the music. It also uses 5G connectivity to update in real time, pulling in weather data, traffic patterns, and even power grid info to help you plan your route better. As one early reviewer put it, it's like driving a smartphone that knows you better than your phone does. But Maya doesn't stop at convenience. It's built for safety too. The system can detect if the driver is distracted or drowsy and send alerts. It can activate features like emergency braking or suggest a quick brake based on your behavior. In a world where attention spans are short and roads are crowded, Maya's constant awareness could be the quiet hero that keeps people safe. By now, Mahindra's not just checking the boxes, they're creating new ones. Between high performance, ultra-fast charging, and an in-car AI smarter than anything in its class, these vehicles are proving that India is no longer watching the EV race, it's leading it. And it didn't happen by luck, it happened by planning. Let's look at the bigger picture, the government's green push behind the scenes. Strategic silence. You'd think a company launching world-class electric vehicles would want the whole world to watch. Flashy events, dramatic countdowns, influencers, that's how most automakers do it. But Mahindra took the opposite route. No live stream tech unveilings, no celebrity-backed ads, just a quiet press release, a few press invites, and then silence. But it wasn't an accident. It was strategy. Mahindra knew what it had, a product so strong it didn't need noise. By skipping the drama, they focused entirely on building trust, not hype. Early buyers were offered test drives in private, and journalists who got behind the wheel walked away surprised. As one reviewer put it, They didn't try to convince me it was great. They just handed me the keys. That confidence without the ego started turning heads in all the right circles. Even more interesting was how Mahindra handled the press. There was no victory lap, no claim to be beating Tesla or anyone else. Instead, they let the specs, reviews, and word of mouth do the talking. This isn't just rare, it's unheard of in a space where bold claims often come before working prototypes. And that's what made people curious. If this was what they were showing, what were they hiding? That quietness worked like a magnet. Analysts and rival companies started watching closely. What looked like an Indian brand playing catch-up quickly started to feel like something else. A global disruptor moving with precision. As one tech writer noted, this isn't silence, it's patience. And that's scarier than shouting. Mahindra had become the company nobody saw coming, and now nobody could ignore. But Mahindra wasn't doing this alone. While the company played it cool in public, behind the scenes, the Indian government was fueling the fire. EV subsidies, massive infrastructure funding, and top-level policy support were quietly turning India into the perfect launchpad for electric dominance. So what exactly is powering this national shift? Let's break it down. Modi's green push. Mahindra's electric leap isn't just a company story, it's a countrywide transformation. And it starts at the top, Prime. Minister Narendra Modi has made it crystal clear. Clean energy isn't just a policy goal, it's a mission. For us, clean energy is not a luxury, he said at a national energy summit. It is a revolution, and that message is turning into action. The Indian government rolled out its biggest ever electric vehicle incentives under the PLI, Production-Linked Incentive, schemes. Billions of dollars in support for companies building batteries, motors, and charging systems within India. While other countries hesitated, India pushed hard. That created the perfect stage for Mahindra to move fast. Instead of relying on overseas supply chains, they started building their own. Battery plants, AI labs, and testing tracks. Quietly but quickly, it didn't stop at factories. Highways are now being lined with fast charging stations. Smart grid upgrades are underway in multiple states. Government-backed investment funds are pouring money into solid-state battery startups, EV maintenance platforms, and drone delivery networks. It's not just about electric cars anymore. It's about building a full electric ecosystem, and Mahindra is woven into almost every piece of it. The results speak for themselves. EV adoption in India has more than tripled in under 2 years. Even rural areas are seeing electric tractors and farming vehicles roll out with government rebates. It's not just the future, it's already happening. And Mahindra, with its roots deep in both rural and urban India, is becoming the face of that future. As one industry analyst put it, Modi gave the green light, Mahindra hit the gas. As India powers ahead with government backing and Mahindra's silent thunder strategy, the world has started paying attention. First with curiosity, now with caution. Global automakers who once dismissed India's EV efforts are now in boardrooms scrambling for answers. Let's take a look at how this launch shook up the global EV hierarchy and why the industry is suddenly feeling the heat. Global impact. For a long time, India was seen as the underdog in the global EV race. Too complex, too price-sensitive, too slow. But with the launch of Mahindra's BE6e and XUV E9, that perception has been flipped on its head. Suddenly, India isn't just participating, it's competing. And in some areas, it's outperforming. That's making legacy automakers very uncomfortable. Tesla, once poised to enter India with a local gigafactory, suddenly paused those talks. Officially, they cited regulatory delays. But insiders suggest it had more to do with Mahindra's unexpected leap. They didn't expect India to get this far, this fast, one Tesla Asia Pacific insider revealed. And now the landscape has changed. India isn't begging for global players to enter. It's exporting its own solutions instead. European brands were next to flinch. Automotive reviewers in Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands have already test-driven the XUV E9. Their verdict? Shockingly good. Not just for an Indian car, but for any car in its price range. The Maya AI even scored higher than Tesla's infotainment system in a comfort and customization comparison. That wasn't just a compliment, That was a wake-up call. Now, boardrooms across Detroit, Shanghai, and Munich are revising their India strategies. Hyundai fast-tracked its EV rollout. BYD increased ad spend. Ford, which had exited India, is rumored to be exploring a battery-first re-entry. The ripple effects are growing. Mahindra didn't just build good cars, they've forced the global industry to rethink who their real competition is. One analyst summed it up best. This isn't a price war, it's an innovation war. And India just fired the first shot. So Mahindra has gone global. The cars are winning headlines, the world is reacting. But if you think that's the end of the story, think again, because Mahindra isn't slowing down. And the next chapter in their electric journey? It's already being written. Coming up, we dive into the expanding EV lineup and the next generation of electric vehicles that could change the game again. Export ambitions. Mahindra isn't just building for India, they're building for the world. That's become increasingly clear in the months following the BE6e and XUV E9 launches. These vehicles weren't designed only with Indian roads in mind. From the start, they were engineered to meet global homologation standards. In simple terms, Mahindra didn't make domestic EVs. They made world-ready EVs. Early export rumors turned into real plans. According to reports, Mahindra has cleared certifications for Europe and South Africa. Countries like the UK, Germany, and even Spain are slated to receive shipments by the end of 2025. That's not a slow rollout, that's a confident offensive. The vehicles are all ready. Production ready, not concept cars waiting for funding. They're built, they're tested, and they're shipping. And it's not just about exporting a few hundred units for PR. Mahindra has invested heavily in scaling production capacity, signing export deals, and quietly aligning with dealership networks abroad. Their modular in-glow platform allows them to manufacture multiple variants, compact, coupe, 7-seater, on the same base. That's the kind of flexibility global automakers spend years trying to develop. Mahindra built it from day one. A Mahindra executive summed it up best in an internal statement leaked to Autotech Daily. We're not just entering new markets, we're competing in them. That quiet confidence is everywhere. And while global brands scramble to adapt their EVs for Indian conditions, Mahindra is already delivering Indian EVs tuned for global success. For a company that wasn't even in the global premium EV conversation 2 years ago, this is a leap worth watching. But Mahindra isn't stopping at 2 models. The BE6e and XUV.E9 were just the opening act. Behind the scenes, they've been preparing an entire electric army, from budget compacts to rugged off-roaders with drone tech. Let's take a closer look at the next wave of EVs Mahindra is preparing to unleash and why it could shift the entire market again. Expanding the lineup. If Mahindra's first 2 EVs were impressive, what's coming next could be disruptive on a whole new level. Reports have emerged of 4 new electric vehicles in the pipeline: the XUV3XO EV, the XUV7 EV, the BO5 Coupe SUV, and the Beat Rally EE, a rugged off-road machine. These models, all built on the in-glow platform, are already in limited production, with global rollout plans locked in. The XUV3XO EV is aimed squarely at the mass market. It's a compact electric SUV designed to undercut rivals like Hyundai's Kona EV and BYD Atto 3 by as much as 15%, while offering comparable real-world range, fast charging, and AI-powered tech. This isn't just a budget EV, it's an intelligent, everyday vehicle that brings Mahindra's premium experience to a broader audience. The XUV7 EV, on the other hand, is all about space and power. It's a larger 7-seater electric SUV with triple-screen displays and all-wheel drive. Early test reports describe it as Mahindra's answer to the Model Y, but at a significantly lower cost. Mahindra isn't chasing Tesla. They're offering practical luxury that makes sense for real families, in real markets. Then there's the BO5 and the BE Rally E. These are where things get exciting. The BO5 is described as a performance coupe SUV with futuristic styling and a completely in-house developed version of Maya AI. The BE Rally E is being built for extreme off-road conditions, featuring drone deployment tech, terrain response systems, and dual-motor torque for serious adventurers. These aren't concept dreams. They're part of Mahindra's Phase 2 rollout. A leaked quote from a test engineer at Mahindra's Chennai Proving Ground says it all. "We've already proven we can build premium EVs. Now we're showing we can build anything. And judging by the rollout timelines and real factory production numbers, that's not a boast. That's a warning shot to the global industry." Of course, building great cars means nothing without the ecosystem to support them. Charging stations, battery supply chains, AI research, all the behind-the-scenes pieces that make EV ownership feel effortless. So how is India managing to scale this so quickly? The answer lies in what they're building under the surface, a complete electric ecosystem. Building the ecosystem. Mahindra's EV success doesn't exist in isolation. It's part of a much bigger picture, one where infrastructure, policy, and innovation all move in sync. While the cars grab headlines, what's happening behind the scenes is equally important. India is quietly building one of the most integrated EV ecosystems in the world, and it's happening faster than anyone predicted. First, the charging network. Major highways across India are now getting fast charging corridors. State-run utilities have partnered with Mahindra and Tata Power to roll out chargers that can refuel EVs like the BE6E from 20% to 80% in under 20 minutes. And unlike the US or Europe, where different standards often cause friction, India is using a unified charging protocol, making scaling easier and faster. Next, battery production. India isn't just importing cells from China anymore. Multiple lithium-ion gigafactories are under construction in Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and Maharashtra. These facilities are backed by both private and government investments under the PLI scheme. Mahindra, for its part, has also invested in solid-state battery R&D, with labs focused on thermal management and high-voltage safety testing. Then there's AI infrastructure. Mahindra's vehicles run on Maya, but that system relies on cloud processing, neural networks, and data feedback loops. That's where India's growing network of AI research labs, often built in partnership with global tech firms, comes into play. From vehicle behavior to predictive maintenance and driver habit modeling, everything is being built to scale with intelligence in mind. One startup CEO working with Mahindra's AI team put it bluntly, "Everyone talks about EVs like they're just cars, but what India is building is an entire operating system for transportation." That sums it up well. This isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about changing how the entire system thinks, from the battery all the way to the brain. So the vehicles are here, the infrastructure is ready, and the world is watching. But what does all of this mean really? For India? For global automakers? And for the people who drive these cars every day? In our final segment, we reflect on what Mahindra's EV revolution truly represents, and what might be coming next. The quiet revolution goes global. Mahindra didn't just launch a couple of electric cars. They launched a movement, a quiet, calculated revolution that is already reshaping how the world sees Indian innovation. From rugged tractor maker to AI-driven EV powerhouse, Mahindra's journey mirrors India's own transformation, from follower to leader in clean, intelligent mobility. What makes this shift so powerful is the understatement. No chest thumping, no big promises on Twitter, just delivery, quiet success, steady expansion. It's unnerving to competitors because it doesn't follow the usual playbook. Mahindra isn't building hype. They're building vehicles and ecosystems that deliver. That's far more dangerous to an industry built on showmanship. India too has changed. It's no longer just a market to break into. It's a market exporting technology, setting standards, and leading policy. And with Modi's government backing this green push all the way through the decade, the momentum is only building. EVs aren't the end of the story. They're just the beginning. From smart city mobility to autonomous rural delivery vehicles, India's next steps are already in motion. A journalist covering the Chennai event said it best. This wasn't an announcement. It was a warning shot. The age of quiet ambition is over. India has arrived. And with the global auto industry now wide awake, one thing is certain: Mahindra is no longer playing catch-up. They're setting the pace, and the rest of the world better keep up. India has officially entered the global EV battlefield, not as a challenger, but as a new leader. Mahindra's bold electric lineup is real, it's powerful, and it's already rolling out worldwide. From smart AI systems to rugged off-road EVs and lightning-fast chargers, this isn't just another product launch, it's a statement. The EV industry has been warned. India is here, and it's setting the pace. If you found this as shocking as the rest of the world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because this story isn't over. In fact, the next chapter might hit even harder.